Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're gonna have some more fun with adventures, but this time we're gonna be in Naya colors because there's some really cool cards that work together that don't even have to be adventures, that care about adventures. Let's go see what I'm talking about. If you want to buy any cards for today's deck or any other game stuff, remember to go to coolstuffinc.com. You can use code DRAGON, that'll save you 5% at checkout. And Cool Stuff Inc. always has cool stuff in stock. Alright, right off the top, we're going to be playing some Cheeky House Mouse. It's just a good thing to make some of your stuff where it can't be blocked, which is kind of nice by a bigger creature, but also just a good quality 2-1 if you got nothing else to do on turn 1. We're also going to be playing Torch the Tower, mostly because I just wanted another removal spell, and we are going to have some tokens to sacrifice, so I figure why not? And of course, a card I'm starting to love through this new set is Hearthflame Duelist. Since we're playing adventures and we're playing red and white in the list, obviously we were going to give this a shot. Another one I'm going to enjoy here is Pollen Shield Hair. This works double time since we have a token generator we're going to talk about in a second. And you can make the tokens bigger, but also just give one creature a really big bonus just for having 3, 4, 5 creatures out, which is really fantastic. We're going to be playing Questing Druid. This works out perfectly because a lot of our spells are going to be non-green, which is super nice. And because we have adventures, we're going to have multiple spells going off. And this can just help us dig deeper to the cards we're looking for. Now, that token generator we were talking about is Pia Nalar. Now, Pia cares about you playing stuff from exile, which is what happens when you play an adventure and then you put it into play. So this is going to be super nice getting an extra token, which happens to be a Thopter because it flies. And the Thopters also have haste while she's out. So this should get us a lot of tokens and lead to a lot of wins. Another card we like that makes tokens and helps tokens, Virtual Loyalty. This card's just awesome. Make it 2/2 instant speed, then you get to untap your dudes and put +1/+1s on them every turn. Gotta love it. Now, these are going to be all the key parts that we're rocking with today. We are going to have, obviously, some other burn spells and things in between, but if you want the full deck list, it'll be at the end of the video like always. Or you can go down to the description below, look for the blue arrows that'll take you to our Moxfield link so you can see today's deck, or a pile of other decks. I think there's already like 25 or something up that all have Eldraine in them as well. But let's go see how many tokens we generate and if this strategy actually works. This is good enough to keep. I mean, even playing a land tapped means we could have both of these on turn 2. And against mono red, that's not so bad. Not the fastest start we want, obviously, but it's something we can work with. And then we have an instant speed creature. Maybe that could do something. We'll find out. Playing Bloodfeather Phoenix. Interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and play this. Pass the turn. See if maybe they try to play like a squee or something here. No, just an Epicure. Okay, I mean, damage is still damage. Okay, let's kill this while we can. This costs an extra 1 to get back. Alright. Nice. Not mad at that. This is the next creature that enters the battlefield. Comes in as a 3/3. But it has to be this turn. Oh, cast your next creature spell. Not sure it's worth it. Let's just pass. Too bad this sorcery is not an instant, because that could be kind of nice. Be like a super giant growth. Yeah, no blocks. Okay, we'll just shoot this then. Thought about just flashing in the Virtue, but this stops more damage, which is more important. Deal damage to an opponent or battle. Okay, fair enough. And then they can pay and put that back? Sure. Ooh, needed another card there. That is not going to get us out of trouble, sadly. I kind of want to do this and just look for a land. And if there's not a land, we're probably doomed anyway. Okay, there was one, fortunately. We'll pass. We're willing to let this card go because both of these are better under the circumstances. Alright. Ooh, they've got 4 damage to come at us. That sucks. Alright, well. They do have to find land for it. And even if they get it, that's their whole turn, so we at least get the option to do some things right now. Oh, we have to take a point for this? Alright, well, cost of doing business, right? Boy, what are we gonna do? I think we just attack with this. Mostly because we have a blocker at instant speed, and it turns our druid into a 2/2 anyway. We could also shoot something if necessary. So we're not too bad off. Alright. Opponent leaves that on top. I'm assuming it's a land. I don't know, maybe they think they can burn us out from here. I mean, it is realistic. They're going to discard a card to go get their mountain right now and play it? That would kind of make sense. If it's, I'm assuming it's a land on top. It may not be. Apparently it wasn't. That's a choice. Alright, we'll gladly block. Alright, we've got everything going our way at the moment. Let's not mess this up. Get to attack, and then reset everybody for lethal next turn. That's about as good as I could have went. Yep, that's ball game. Sure. I was going to say, I'm just going to go nuts pumping creatures here. The question is just, what do we keep here, actually? I think I have to get rid of the hair? And that's unfortunate, because this whole hand's kind of fun. But I think that's the right call. And I don't even know really what I want to play here on 2, but I might, question mark, play the Questing Druid. Actually, no. If I'm going to do anything, I'm just going to play the Heartflame Duelist. Then it'd be a 4/2. Protected from cut down. Well, it looks like cut down, man. Oh, never mind. Never mind. We have something else to play. Actually, we can wait on that. I think I am going to go with this. Because really, we want to wait until we have at least 1 or 2 adventures out and then play this for the tokens. So we will just attack here for a big pile. And the turn. Opponent's ramping up with the Iron Crag. I haven't really liked the Iron Crag that much, except for in my actual Dragons deck. Alright. We will go ahead and do this. See if we can find some land to work with. Didn't quite get there, but it's not the worst thing, actually. I mean, we could play this, sacking the etchings, because that would just die anyway. So, oh no, but it only deals 3. Ew, that is not going to do what we want to do. That is a problem. So what do we do here? Alright, I say we just attack first. I mean, they know we have the torch. They can see it. So it's not like we're really hiding anything here. Alright. We will play this. Well, the problem is then we lose value from this. Actually, we already have cards exiled here. So let's... Oh, I actually missed a point. That was silly. Because I could have got a Thopter here. Ah, well. Because Thopters would also have... Oh, no, they don't have haste. For some reason, I thought she made Thopter... Oh, yeah, Thopters do have haste. That's her first line of text. Duh. Yeah, just autopay. So, yeah, so I missed out on some damage there for sure. Because I could have attacked, and then I could have also sacked a Thopter to kill it if they even just blocked a 1/1. That was all kinds of bad for me. Missed opportunities left and right. That does not help, however. But, I mean, you know, we have Thopters. So, might as well. Actually, if we attack with everything, they block here, they take 2, 3, 4, 5. That'd only be 6, 7, 8. Actually, wait. Oh, we'd be short one? That's awful. But probably still worth doing. Because they have to block the Heartflame Duelist. If they don't, they die here. Yeah. Alright. We get a chance to kill Vorinclex. Which is probably correct. Play that. Alright. So now, even if they found some way to bounce everything or whatever, we at least still have a shot at punching through. Because we can attack with our creature lands and all that good stuff. They're only at 4, so we don't really fear any fight spells. Yep, that makes sense. I mean, the opponent did have food there, so... like, we would have attacked with everything, probably including one of these. Put the counters on a Thopter, so they would go to 7, take 2, 3, 4, block one of these. Yeah, so I guess we still would have got them. They'd have been at 7, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, they would have needed another 2-mana thing and the ability to blow up the food. So, yeah. That honestly, even though we won by such a large margin, it felt like it was closer than it was. Like they were 1 or 2 cards away from stabilizing a little bit. Alright. This is more than fine. Not like crazy exciting, but totally reasonable. Alright, we're gonna attack. Do we just play Pia here just cuz? And just say if they have a removal card, they just play it next turn? Because our hand's kind of crap otherwise. Alright, I'm gonna do it. I mean, if they have it, they have it. They're not gonna let us keep it, but... I mean, it's just kind of like, what else are we gonna do? Yep. Just got a hand with no real damage, unfortunately. And we are going to continue to have no damage. I mean, well, no creature damage, anyway. Alright, what you got? Trespasser. Sure, I'll even just discard a land here, probably. Because otherwise, we're not going to get to keep attacking. But yeah, this is one of those hands that no real threats early are not playing well with us. I mean, this is just so we can get stuff on the board. Not much, but, you know, we'll take what we can get. Alright, underdog, you doth have. Looks like a cut down's incoming, too. No, a sleeper. Oof. Well, I mean, sure. I don't want to lose both. I mean, we don't lose both. I mean, what are we looking to do? We get rid of the underdog. They can trade for the sleeper, which I guess is mostly fine. Alright. Okay, that's something. Well, they're opting not to trade and just take 4? I would not be mad at that. The scary thing is, I'm pretty sure they're just waiting on another land to play Shieldred here. Yep, here we go. Yeah, that's something. This is where it would have been nice to have another Pollen Shield here. Would have been spicy. But hey, we got at least one more point out of it in that exchange, so that's not the worst thing. Alright. We got nothing. Pass the turn. You got it. Yawgmoth. Yep. Alright, GG's. We're all dead there. Okay, what do we want to do with this guy? Alright, I guess we keep it. Maybe we can protect the mouse next turn. Not the most exciting card to fight over, but, you know, sometimes you do what you gotta do. Well, it looks like we're not even gonna have to fight over it here, so that's kind of nice. End the turn. Oh, they're gonna try to leyline our lowly mouse? How mean. Just made it a royal, so it costs more. Let's go ahead and fire this up. Not a lot, but my thought process here is I'd rather try to get done what we can with creatures and try to save this damage to go up top if at all possible. I mean, all their removal is exiling, so we're not going to probably get the benefit of this. Not very likely, anyway. Alright. Back for 5, then. End the turn. Turns out, being able to save the mouse this one turn could end up being the difference in the game. So it's pretty big. Because now we can shoot the opponent down to 9. Can attack for 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this is 1. Oh, I messed that up. It was to play from exile to get the Thopter. No! Alright, we're still okay. Oh, no, we're not. We're not. Because we have to still find a point here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to discard this and draw. See if we can find a burn spell. Alright, I don't deserve this win, but we got it anyway. Whew. This hand is funny, sad, amusing, whatever word you want to use for it. But we're going to keep it. Because I'm a glutton for punishment. Even got just 2 pain lands here. Even that sucks. Alright, I'm going to pass here because we'll want to shoot either a Jukai Naturalist or the Visitor here. Ugh, a Weaver of Harmony. Gosh dang it. Alright, I guess I get to keep that. I'd rather get rid of the Weaver. I gotta take 3 this turn. What are the odds I could draw another Play with Fire? That'd be nice. Really, this hand does a whole lot of nothing, though, overall. Hey, we get to take less damage. That's some good news. Might as well play this one and then just take whatever happens. I mean, I guess on the plus side, I could just play the rabbit, play Kamano, and then ditch my hand the next turn. That'd be weird, but maybe. I mean, stranger things have happened, I guess. Or not. I guess we're going to try to just shoot a Dinner's Visitor. Man, like, here's the tough part. I actually kind of want to do this and this, but I think shooting the Visitor is just more worth it. We'll just have to give up these +1s here. There's a good chance to just have, like, Ossification or something here anyway. And I'm waiting to see if maybe they tap out to try to, like... Well, exactly that. I was about to say Hallowed Haunting. There we go. All right. But we're in an ugly racing situation that we do not really want here, but is what it is. All right, we're going to play this. I think we're going to just play this. Actually, wait. I could actually pump one of these. I got to go to 10. I think it's better just to get the block in here. I'm only going to attack with one. I mean, if they have 2 removal spells and they just get us, they get us. Our hand was so bad, I shouldn't have kept this anyway. Looks like they do have it, actually. I mean, if they do, they do. That's tough, but we can't do nothing about it. Yep, there's one, which we knew was a thing. I'm assuming we have another one. No, it's a restoration. It does make another token, though, so that's a thing to keep in mind. But alright. Hopefully they're out of things. I don't know if that land matters, but it at least opens up options. So let's just pump this. We'll attack, since that has vigilance. Okay, hey, they're double blocking. That makes me feel like their hand's kind of empty, actually. But I don't hate that. I don't love it, but I definitely don't hate it. Go ahead and go to 9. Get a 3/3 out of the deal. Yep, get a creature back. Probably going to be that Weaver of Harmony. Because you probably don't need that Plains. Oh. That was in their hand. I wonder if they just drew that. Seal from existence. Alright, that's a little annoying, but fine. Yep, we gotta take the damage, unfortunately. Okay. That... I don't... This still cost a bunch, because everything's been exiled. Alright, so we'll kill the Weaver of Harmony. And then we just get new cards. Play that tapped. Pass? Not really sure what we're doing here, so it's like, maybe. Hopefully they just got a land. I doubt it, because they have a bunch of land already in play. Okay, alright. We're still playing Magic. Okay. Whew. This is not getting easier, is it? I guess we play this. I'm just kind of debating on... I guess we got to leave the Iganjo up. As much as I want to have more blockers. What did they not cast last turn? Oh, it's borrowed time. Of course. Alright. I guess I didn't want to get rid of a 2/2. Even though I probably would have if they had it. Who knows? Maybe they just drew that. They don't want to trade anything and I'm at 6? I was going to say opponent. Really? That's going to become a 3/3 because that's a spirit that you get, sadly. Kill that. Double block here, which shrinks the spirit. Alright. Okay, we're going to do what we can do here. Is there a way I can do this and not take damage? I have white, red. I can get... I can't. I have to take a point. Alright, well. Activate this, I suppose. At least it's a 2/3. That does matter. I should be saving this to block, by the way. I'm just getting greedy here. Mostly because I feel like I'm so far behind, it almost doesn't matter. But I definitely should be saving to block. But at least now I got it to a 3/3, so that could help on future turns. But if they get any real enchantment here, we're just toast, right? Oh, yeah, that's the worst one, because now they're going to start gaining life. Yeah, we're dead. GG's. Like, let's move on. The opponent should have killed us a couple turns ago, honestly. Alright, we'll keep it. Probably just playing a Sundown Pass tapped. And I was going to say, unless I draw an untapped land, which we did. So let's go ahead and play this. I'll take some damage over the first couple turns. Seems worth it. Alright. We're going to force the issue here. Get that first make disappear out of the way. Sounds good. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and attacks. Ooh, actually, I should have just done this for one, maybe. Nah, it's alright. Would have just set up Pia for an extra card, possibly, but I think I'm just going to... Yeah, I probably should have, actually. I don't have a good reason to not do it. It's just a missed opportunity. It's a point of damage missed, and I could have had more value, possibly. Oh, no counter. Interesting. Alright, sure. Alright, I'll leave that up. We know we're getting the board swept, right? So if we feel that way, let's go... how do we want to go about this? I don't necessarily want to lose another Pia here. Questing only lasts till the end of my next end step. So I'm going to go ahead and play this one. And then just attack. And see what the opponent's up to here. The little value that I wasted, but I kind of feel like Sunfalls and stuff are still in the works. So we want to see what's up. Oh, I forgot. I had that Lightning Strike I lost. I meant to just cast that. Oh, I was so busy talking to y'all, I totally forgot. That was the thing I should have done. Alright, let's cast this. Okay, I'm just going to attack with... I'll attack with both. Whatever. This is Wandering Emperor. Exile's a thing. We'll shoot it. If they try to make a 2-2, then we'll just shoot the Emperor anyway and turn our creature into a 2-2. If they just, like, I don't know, Iganjo or something, we can't do anything about that. There's the Emperor, as expected.
And I will protect my people.
Sure.
Guards, to me.
And all right, we get everything we wanted.
Until next time, then.
All right, cool. Not to say they don't have more, but playing Magic. The other cool thing is these are in exile, so even if something like, say, Farewell happens, we still have access to stuff, which is pretty nice. I think all I'm trying to decide here is what's worth playing. Because I want to save some of these for whenever we fire off the Pia. Alright. Let's see how you feel about it. Otawara. You know what? I ain't even mad at that. Like, cool. I'm in. And they've shown us they don't have counters, so sure. This is literally just playing the game to try to outvalue this opponent, really. Try Pia. All right, that resolves. Shoot that. Pass a turn. So now they can sweep the board. We'll get a 2/2. We can play Questing Druid. Put a counter. I guess I could have just shot the opponent and risked it, but I'm not sure what all's going on. And if they sweep the board, I want to be able to kill the Jace easily next turn. Yep, you got it. This is spiffy. Can we kill the opponent from here? Becomes the new question. I don't think we can. That's a flyer. We got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They could also have a Wandering Emperor here. You know what? Let's go with the opponent. Okay, there was another Wandering Emperor. I was wondering. This was like, let's see if there's another one.
Anyone who harms my people must contend with me.
Sure.
We must protect the people.
Here comes another counter. Oh, Soul Partition. All right, fair. That works. My opponent's at 5. Assuming they're going to Wandering Emperor again this turn if they don't have a sweeper.
I am the Emperor of Kamigawa.
They're at 7. All right, we're going to try to do it then. Because these give tokens +1/+1. Let's see if we got enough in the tank here. And we're getting bonuses on the Druid. I don't think they have another counter, but I'm going to do this anyway. Try to max our value here. Oh, yeah, we're good. We got it. Gotta love beating the control decks like this. Woo, that's good. So much value. Yeah, and honestly, I think I misplayed this a lot of different ways. I think I could have waited last turn. Maybe they partition a thing. I get to kill a Planeswalker instead. Earlier on, I think there was an order I could have played stuff with the other Pia and got more value out of it sooner. There's a lot of things I think could have been different. But the biggest thing is, I think because all these things have adventures, we're getting more value against the control decks, right? We're making creatures, we're drawing cards, we're doing stuff, and they still have to deal with the spells. So, like, they get caught in a situation of having to counter the bad adventure sometimes just to stay ahead. If not, we get a lot of extra value, then it's harder for them to keep up. You know, this is mostly fine. Nothing too crazy to write home about here. I'll go ahead and play this tapped. Even though we could get some value out of playing the Kamano, I think we're a little better waiting here. Go ahead and play this. Play this. Still lets us threaten or like play with fire. Not that we actually have it. Looks though like this is going to be the food deck. All right. So I think here we have to make a choice. I think we play Pia next turn. Just to get that extra value. And then we can still protect her if necessary. But straight up, she just blocks her Ginger right now. And could even with one pump. If things go that way. In the turn. They're going to try to kill her. No, no kill card. Alright. Nice. Don't hate it. Sure, I'm your Huckleberry. Why not? Create food, make food. Hey, I got one of those too. Look at that. We still win. That was awesome. Like, oh, and then we get exactly what we need here. This is so good. This is so good. So then we get to blast a Glissa. And then we'll go ahead and mouse up this thing. Yep, there you go. Yeah, you know, this is kind of interesting. Would have been nice to go first with this hand, but not the end of the world. This is going to be a lot of need to lean on Pia kind of work here. We probably need to find another land, too. An untapped land, preferably. So I think an argument could be made there to go ahead and play the other Bivouac and then just leave up Play with Fire in case something happened. I think would have been legit. But I think here we just do this. Pass the turn. Why do I feel like we're going to have to try to win like all in one turn? Because it just feels like all the other... Yeah. Flesh Gorger, you got it. This is exactly what it is. That silly new combo deck. Alright. Well, let's see if we get a Lightning Strike or something to kill that. We did not. Okay. Well, what are we going to do here? Let's play Pia. Let's play a land. Let's cast... Oh, but I don't have another green mana. I kind of want to protect Pia here. Alright, might as well just get the value. We have a backup Pia anyway, so F it. Let's just play this. No attacks. We'll try to block a Flesh Gorger. And here we get the invasion. I mean, if we had another green land, I felt like I could have done a little more on that turn, possibly, but... Yeah, I don't even think we want this in their graveyard. I should have just attacked there. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's better for us that that's in play than in their yard. Oh, Bramble Familiar. We can at least try to kill that. But again, they kind of want that in their yard. Alright. What's the best plan of what to do here? We could shoot that, play this. We could kill that. Alright. I guess we're still leaving up Flame. Alright, sure. Let's plus one of these. Hey, you know what? I could use another land. A green one even. Too bad I can't search for one because I'm not playing any basics. Yep. Ugh. I don't want to make their life any easier, but alright. End the turn. Alright, let's see if they got it. Still looks like they don't. Sure. We'll just take it. I'm kind of just waiting for them to do their thing here. Ley line on Pia? Sure. Good thing I got a backup. Oh, we couldn't find the green land, though. Alright, well, I guess we don't need to play a green card here. We can go with this. We can play this. We can play this. Oh, no! Arena! Why would you... Oh, no! We needed to leave the green mana up. I genuinely thought Arena would recognize us. That's the only green mana we have. And I only would have green spells remaining. I shouldn't... Oh, my gosh. That's brutal. That's 9 levels of brutal. Like, dog, really? We won anyway, but geez. Auto Tapper tried to get me there. But here's the thing here. For those of you who don't know, like, if they have this in their graveyard, like, they play the invasion, the 5-color invasion, they can go get the 4/4, what's it called? Zombie that can either remove counters or give something -X/-X. When they remove the counters off it, then they get to kill and copy something. They get to return this. They're going to make copies of the Flesh Gorger that's in the graveyard, and then it becomes a whole cycle, right? So that's why I wasn't wanting to kill this, because if they were waiting to get it into the graveyard somehow, I didn't want to make it easy on them. That being said, despite the bad draw and the mix-up, like, it worked out okay, so I'm not mad about it. But yeah, I guess there they would have attacked for 3. We would have went to 11. They would have went to 16. We'd have had 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 at a minimum. Well, this would have been 12. So if we could have found any one more thing to make a Thopter, that would have been game 2. So not the worst thing in the world. Okay, this was actually a super fun deck. We just had a lot of different stuff going on. My only real complaint here was that Hearth Elemental didn't quite do what I wanted. And I think it's not bad, but I think because a lot of our things either end up in play or waiting in exile, or our opponent's just exiling our stuff, we just don't end up with that many ways to reduce this cost. Like, if we're going against another aggro deck and we just had creatures die and go to the graveyard, cool, we get a cheap 4 or 5 for like 2 or 3 mana. But outside of those scenarios, it just wasn't the case. I don't think in a single game where we drew it, we were going to cast this for less than like 5, I think, at one point. Maybe 4. So that being the case, I almost want to just cut these and play an extra Virtue of Loyalty, just because the card's just good. And maybe play another cheeky House Mouse. So we have another thing to play on turn 1 to just attack with. Because it is a 2/1 reasonable attacker. The other cards I would consider here actually are... this thing, the Picnic Ruiner, which I thought was kind of interesting because you could just distribute 3 +1/+1s and we already are playing green. So I think that could be pretty sweet. And it's fine as, like, on its own turn, it gets double strike as a 2/2. So it's not like great, not bad, but it's mostly fine. I don't hate that. The other thing too is, since we're playing stuff with counters and giving tokens +1/+1, I think you could consider playing Ratcatcher Trainee here. It can make you 2 bodies. They can't block, but you're attacking with this deck anyway. It gets first strike on your turn. It's super cheap to cast. So I think that's another reasonable option if that's a direction we wanted to go. Or we could not even play those extra cards and we could just do something like 2 Invasion of Gobakan, which again isn't bad when we have tokens, right? We have Thopters that could fly over, flip it over, and now we get 2/2 Thopters or whatever. So I'm kind of into that as well. I think that could be another workable option. So yeah, maybe I don't do that. Like I said, I'm going to figure out something for what those last couple of points should be, though. I think realistically, making those into something else, though, would be good. And honestly, the more I think about it, Invasion of Gobakan sounds pretty sweet, so I might actually do that. And that stops some of the problematic cards that could pop up, because we don't have a lot of defense. But that being said, right now, the list looks like 3 Cheeky House Mouse, 4 Commando Faces Kakazan, 3 Play with Fire, 2 Torch the Tower, 2 Royal Treatment, 4 Heart Flame Duelist, 3 Pollen Shield Hair, 4 Lightning Strike, 4 Questing Druid, 4 Pia Nalar, 4 Virtue of Loyalty, 1 Iganjo, 1 Sakinzan, 4 Copperline Gorge, 3 Carplusion Forest, a Rockfall Vale, 4 Battlefield Forge, 4 Bivouac, 2 Sundown Pass, a Brushland, and 3 Razor Verge Thicket. Yeah, so there's actually still even more I think we can consider about this deck. Like, should we be playing 1 basic Plains and maybe 1 basic Forest as an example? Or maybe 1 of each. So we have a Forest, a Mountain, and a Plains that we can go search for, right? I don't think that's terrible. I think there's even other stuff we could try. Like if we wanted to play the Red Virtue, because it's just a 2 damage spell. And then because we have Lightning Strike, Play with Fire, the Hearthstone or Hearth Flame Duelist, right? Then we could also get to see extra cards, which could be good. So I think there's a lot of things still we could dabble with in this list to make it even just a little bit better. And you might even see some changes in the final list that you can download, because I'm going to have, by the time y'all see this, a couple days to think about it. So yeah, there's a lot going on with this, but it's actually pretty versatile and really good. And it has a lot of ways to try to win, right? You could be super aggressive and just try to get all the tokens out. You could play the long game, trying to like just get the extra card value. Like you can just battle up against other tokens and then sit behind virtual loyalty. If anything, it's that we weren't playing actual removal spells, right? We didn't have just like a thing that gets rid of a creature. So, or a permanent. If we had that, I think that would help out quite a bit in this list. But outside of that, I don't know if there's much else I would change. So hard removal and or Invasion of Gobakhan, probably the only changes I would make. But this one was a lot of fun. And now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Lovestruck Beast. Mostly because I'm sad. I'm love struck over the love struck beast. That doesn't even make a lot of sense. But really, I just wish this card had been reprinted. It's just good. Being able to get an early 1/1, having a 5/5 that you could block with, especially alongside other cards that are producing 1/1s, would have been spectacular. It's just a cheap big body when you need it. Like, it makes sense that this card's still played in multiple formats. The card is really, really good. The best part about it is it's actually super cheap because it's had a reprint in a set not that long ago, and there was a bunch around just from the last time it was printed in Eldraine. So you can pick these up for like 50 cents in a lot of places. So totally worth picking up if you want to build a deck with it in there. This is pretty budget friendly, which is something good to know sometimes. And if you enjoyed this deck and you like playing adventures and all the extra value you get from it, check out this other Jund list we had that has a lot of adventures in it too. You might like that one. So that's all I have you for now. We'll see you next time.